Hello, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight. We'll be playing more Dishonored 2. Let me get that set up real quick. Bada bing, bada boom. There it is. So tonight we're going to be continuing from where we left off. That was looking for Anton Sokolov at the estate of another very important inventor, scientist man in the world of Dishonored. Forgot his name, unfortunately. And we will be doing that tonight. Now, if I do get that mission all nice and finished up, and there's still a good amount of time left in the stream, I will be transitioning over to RimWorld for the rest of the night. I started a colony with my stream at the end of the My Friendly Neighborhood streams, and it was a lot of fun, and I'm eager to get back to that colony and kind of help them grow a little bit more. First and foremost, though, let's get started with some more Dishonored 2. Rat Game of the Year. Four, the Clockwork Mansion. Anton Sokolov is being held at the mansion of Kirin Jindosh. That's a hard name to remember. Grand inventor to the Duke and creator of the Clockwork Soldier. Get inside, rescue Sokolov, and eliminate Jindosh before he builds an army of clockwork soldiers. Easy peasy. Last time we got through the first area, and I thought it would have taken me right to the mansion, but these levels are starting to get a little bit longer, which is nice. Currently, I appear to have saved the game next to a toilet. That's pretty good. I hope Corvo kept busy while we were away. Oh, there's definitely people here.
Someone just heard a dog bark or something.
Oh.
Of course, now we're all on edge.
Yeah, it was just a dog, haha. Let's get going on this little adventure. Oh, alright. Already off to an amazing start. He 100% saw me. Let's try to just go heavy. Alright. We need to move fast because more people are coming to investigate whatever the hell that was. I just got a key from this guy. Perfect. Great start. Toilet flushes. We're good there. Let's get out of here before more guards show up if we can. Alright, we have to wait until these guards get by now. Already starting off strong.
Show yourself.
No one's here. Oh, come looking for me. I think it's just that.
Don't have time for games.
So we'll go in here. Alright, we need to get to Jindosh's manor, but I do want to make... Oh, and... How? How? That was through the floor. How the... We found a blueprint. And whoever that was, I think, is giving up. Maybe it was just like a dog. Dogs tend to hear me through the walls, I've noticed.
Come on.
Wanted, Paolo. Oh, this is the guy we ran into last night. Yeah, he turned into rats after I tried to choke him out. Citizen of Karnaka, the Howlers are not your friends. Paolo, leader of the Howlers, wanted by the Grand Guard for various crimes and gang-related enterprises. He seems like a... He seems kind of like a rat, like a bunch of rats wearing a trench coat kind of guy. We'll get to the bottom of him at some point, I'm sure. Presumably. Here we go. New gate code. Attention, everyone. The new code for the gates is 081. Once you've read and memorized it, destroy the note. Remember, do not write them down or forget to destroy notes. Major Alain Binoche. Yeah, I'll make sure. What the hell? Why? We might have to see how far we can kick that trash can. But first, let's keep investigating this. Actually, there's really nothing in here. Some glass to shatter. Always a fun time. More butterflies. They seem to really like butterflies in Karnaka. Anyways. Oh. Ooh, okay, that was a good one. More pistol bullets. I put my pistol away, actually. I don't even think I have it hotbarred anymore. Nope. Don't plan on it either. Oh, now you don't want to make noise. Come on, there you go. We're gonna take this trash can with us. It's a good time. Alright, that's enough trash can. We have a key. Oh. Someone downstairs hears me creaking around again. God forbid it's just like anyone else. He controls me now. A lot of knocked out bodies. I forgot that I kind of just ran around and knocked out a bunch of these guys before coming in this building. Quick and easy, to the point. I think someone saw me. Or the stinger was for that guy. Knocked him out pretty easy, though. Blink is so overpowered. There's no way I would have been able to play as Emily. She doesn't have Blink with her. Wouldn't have. Or Peach. Peach, even. Another loud-ass trash can. Let's go this way. Emily has different skills. Yeah, so Emily has her own set of skills from what I read. Hers are a little bit different and are more conducive to a louder playstyle. Although I am playing Corvo, honestly, a bit loud. Maybe sometime off in the distant future we could do an Emily playthrough, see how different it really feels. What was the code? I have the code. Don't worry, I totally remembered the code. Which is definitely not in here. New gate code 081 420. Oh, 1 second. Let's try it out. You know what? I think there's a secret. It's like a dev code, actually, if we just skip the 2 entirely. Alright, now I'm really trusting you on this one. I can't blink off the edge. It wasn't 420, unfortunately. Maybe next time. I have the note, though. Give me 1 second here. 081. 420 was pretty close, though. I see that smile. 081. Oh! And we're already done. Whoa, no, we're not quite done with this area yet, though. We gotta go pick up the rune and the bone charm. Can't imagine. Okay, and fairly certain I can't blink through that. I learned last night actually that you can save the game at any point you want to. So let's create a new save game real quick. Hopefully I could just blink through this, but if not, yeah, the box is ready to go. Oh, there's a guy over there too. I hope he doesn't see me. Whoa! All right, you cannot blink through the electric gate, and now we know. Did a flip. Hey, Kamodi, welcome back. Glad to see you here again. We're still cruising on through Dishonored 2. And we did a couple somersaults into that electric fence. Not going to try that again. I have the key for this gate over here. I just picked it up from that man we put to sleep. Add solution in. Put those candles out. Like that. And that gets us past the electric gate without having to get shocked to death. There is a guard over here and some rats. Good to see some rats hanging around. Is it just the one guy? I think it's just
stew tonight. Starving.
That sounds horrible. And there was more than one person. He doesn't see me. He doesn't see me. He doesn't see me. Okay, we got this. Man, I'm not sure what the point of leaning is if they... Well, of course they can still see you if you're leaning, but I would think from a gameplay perspective that leaning would at least allow me to not be caught. Knock this guy out. So good. That's a big building. It might take us a bit once we get there, too. I gotta relearn all my new mappings. So the bone charm is up in this building. Try to sneak our way in. Looks like blood flies. That's gonna be a whole lot of fun. Oh. Where's the nest? I just saw it. Kill the nest, kill the flies. Easy peasy. They should really hire Corvo to just exterminate these things. Apparently, this entire nation was just not surviving against these blood flies. One guy comes in with a sword, eliminates them. That bone charmer's right here. Rub splintering bolts. What does that do? Your bolts inflict more damage. Bolts always break on impact. See, okay, now I'm really confused because in the last one, what the fuck is all of that? Well, these are blood flies, and this is what happens when you allow a blood fly infestation into your house. As you can see, it's awful. They're basically turbo mosquitoes. What the I just keep seeing what the fuck is all that. Yeah, they're nasty as hell. This world is depressing. This is one of those worlds where it seems really cool on the outside, but I don't know if you want to live in it. It's covered in rats, blood flies apparently, the more south you get. I don't even want to know what kind of horrors they have up north in the continent. But yeah, so if they're not supposed to break on impact, oh, I accidentally hit the Melissa button.
With your help, perhaps it will not descend into complete ruin.
Oh man, we'll see. But yeah, I tried to pick up a completely good bolt out of Hypatia's back and it didn't work, so I'm very confused as to what that bone charm is actually telling me I can do. If I can pick up bolts, I had no idea. Another rewire tool. Too bad I already found my way past the electric fence, but we can hold on to it for later. The game really wants me to read a tutorial on rewire tools. Despite our... Oh! Sync check. Despite having already used a rewire tool, it was adamant I learned how to use a rewire tool. Is it? It's above me. I saw the silhouette and got excited for a second. I was like, oh my god, it's up there. I am a genius. We gotta walk to it. First, we gotta check every corner, because I've been doing really bad on money, apparently. The end of level statistics have been making me look kind of like a goofball when it comes to getting all of that sweet, sweet cash. Door's blocked, why wouldn't it be? We gotta find our way around into there real quick. Shouldn't take Corvo too long. Oh.
You know, Ballot,
Oh.
what's the matter? Are you all
Saw
right?
something? Hey, is something wrong?
No. Oh. No one's here. It's just a ghost. Ooh. The bone charm should be...
No one says no to me. Not they exactly say.
There it is. I was gonna say, I think we're robbing people who actively live here. That's a first. Every house we've been into so far has been almost entirely abandoned. I'm glad to know that, like, somebody lives out here. It'd be really awful if everyone was on the streets in the kind of slummy area. There's gotta be more to steal. These seem like well-to-do people. Despite the house, like, a block down, having blood flies everywhere. Oh, I think she saw me. Hello. You got a nice crocodile with the tail up there. We'll get out of here. I don't want to harass these people too much. And with that, let's head on to the mansion. This was a really short area. Just kind of like a little connector between the start and Jindosh's. Unless I go for even more areas, but it's right there. There's no way this won't lead us directly into Jindosh's manor. Getting the fun little roller coaster ride. I really want this to be more like a roller coaster. Oh, I can go to any section. That's fun. Let's go up to the Clockwork Mansion. I'd like there to be like a couple rises and falls, maybe a big 90-degree drop. That'd be cool as heck. I don't think Corvo gets those kind of luxuries though. Really neat contraption. Always wonder if how do I word that? It's just neat. It's a cool thing. It makes you wonder if it's feasible or not, even though it would be completely useless at this point in time. Is that just... There's no way I can blink over there, can I? No way! Look at that. What is this little area? Is there an item? Was this just a path I could have taken? Could I have just blinked over and over? It doesn't seem like it. Oh, I have a double jump. I don't actually remember receiving a double jump, but that's good to know. Body dead. Oh. Well, who's this fellow? How did they get here? Where is this? I'm gonna take him with me. He seems like a pretty good person. What was he doing, scaling the mountain like this? Actually, on second thought, he's too heavy. That's really bizarre, though. Some kind of thief or something. He has a tool on his hand. I can't... Oh, it's like a crossbow launcher like mine. He must have just been a part of that street gang. Weird little area. I wonder why they included it. I appreciate the dead. May not have known otherwise. It is very true. It really helps me because sometimes... Oh, there was a little bit of money over here. It looks like a dead drop of sorts. Because sometimes when I throw a guy off a cliff, it's good to know whether or not they're dead or they're just taking a little nap, you know? 10 out of 10, they're usually dead, though, if I throw them off a cliff. It's very unfortunate. These people can't fall like Corvo can. Can I make this jump? Nope. Oh, but I can make that blink. First try. I'm gonna say... Now that I know I can save the game, this actually will start becoming a very big habit of mine. But let's save the game right there. Just in case, because I don't know how far back it would have sent me. But I want to keep that Tivian ore we found. There's no way it's going to be as easy as taking the front entrance. But let's follow this quest marker.
Jindosh could have stayed at the Academy of Natural Philosophy. He might have done some good there.
Yeah, they kicked him out for some kind of, oh man, I don't remember. It was some kind of drinking fountain. These leaves scared the hell out of me. There's some weird leaf physics. You can see them kind of piling on each other, but it's a bit unnatural. Knock, knock. Oh, I see. We just go right in there, huh? This is beautiful, mountainside tree. A lot of really good scenery. Although, if you look at it a little too hard, you can see the cracks a bit. But let's go in there. Clockwork Mansion. Anton Sokolov is being held at the mansion of Kiran Jindosh, Grand Inventor, Duke, creator of the Clockwork Soldier. I already read this. Thought maybe the mission info would have updated once we entered the mansion. All I know is that our buddy Sokolov is in here. We need to
All right, I need to
save
eliminate
him.
Jindosh and find Anton Sokolov.
This seems like a really bad idea to just walk straight in, Corvo. I'm amazed you didn't have any other plans. You know, if I throw this, it's gonna alert somebody. I'm really just... Ah, there we go. Best part, right there, besides the rats. Actually, speaking of the rats, hey guys, let yourselves in. Make yourselves at home. We're living big now, friends. Let me know if you guys see anything. We'll rendezvous back at here once I have Sokolov.
Welcome to my home, stranger. The door is always open to those with the will to pass the threshold. If you're here by appointment, then proceed.
Guy's kind of a
and
lunatic.
bide your time. Otherwise, I'd be remiss if I didn't inform you about the defensive mechanisms employed here, which are quite formidable. Many have entered without invitation, for reasons as myriad as the fish in the ocean. But of those who've dared to explore further,
How many
very
fish are
few
in the
have
ocean,
found their way
Jindosh?
back out.
Deep rift.
I caught
water.
one of these in a net once, but it was a lot smaller.
Ooh, those are real? Ugh, no way. This world sucks. Don't live in this world if you can avoid it. Is that a rat? It is a rat. Hey, what have you found? He's doing his reconnaissance. He'll get back to us later. Clockwork Soldiers sold at auction. An auction held by Kiran Jindosh, the Grand Inventor, offered for sale two of his latest contraptions. Marvelous clockwork soldiers, the likes of which you have never been seen. You have never been seen? The mechanical wonders sold after fierce bidding for an astonishingly high price. Never before has the wealthy class been able to protect themselves and their holdings with such vigor and style. Prior to the auction, only the likes of Duke Abele and more recently our new empress could enjoy such protection. Having seen a demonstration arranged by the genius natural philosopher himself, I was witness to what his clockwork soldiers can do. Woe to any trespasser or villain who crosses their path. I dare say Kiran Jindosh has discovered a way to end crime altogether. Joke's on him, though. I'm crime too. I'm a lot stronger than your normal crime. If I pull that, is it gonna just summon a murder robot and kill me? I think it is. I actually do need to be cautious. I am not looking forward to fighting those. There were some of them in the intro cutscene, and they were a bit freaky. They were a bit freaky, not the kind of thing. This is really hard to loot so far. Speaking of loot, that's a good way to look at it. Only 1 rune and 3 bone charms. Okay. Should be manageable, although I said that about Addermire and ended up missing probably an entire room.
Who would build something like this, and why?
That's really cool. I want a house like this.
Someone's activated one of the mechanisms in my house.
You can just pull a lever and the
Jindosh.
entire thing flips around. Oh no.
It's always open. It's one of my great curiosities, seeing how the common mind navigates these shifting rooms.
This is gonna be a
I'm
fun map, I
Kieran
can tell.
Jindosh, but you must know that. I invite you to continue, stranger.
Does it see me?
Just come up the stairs. Meet with me face to face in the upper hall.
Is it hostile? I don't think it's hostile yet. Yeah, I don't even know how you...
You're almost there. Come
Hey.
into the gallery so I can see you.
Hey, I'm the one narrating right now, okay? Calm down, buddy.
Increasing oil tank temperature.
What the fuck? Yeah, this dude's crazy. I might need to hurry up here. He doesn't seem like the patient type. I just wanted to investigate real quick, but again, there's really not much for Corvo to steal here. If I
Stranger.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, this is gonna be a hard guy to work with. I might just have to kill him. So that thing's guarding that room. What happens if I try to just go in there right now? What are you gonna do about it?
I expected the courtesy of seeing you by this point.
I kind of want to make him wait now, actually. Hey, so how long you been working for Jindosh for? You know, you really got this glow to you. You kind of... Is that a camera up its mouth? What the actual hell is going on here with this Eldritch Abomination?
Before you stands an invention that will endure beyond my time.
Yeah, see, he's giving up on
The
seeing me.
Jindosh Clockwork Soldier.
He just wants to show off his cool soldier now.
Marvel at the Clockwork Soldier's hardened metallic skeleton and razor-sharp blades.
Yeah.
The miniaturized whale oil tanks are spread across
Miniaturized
the
whale
frame.
oil tanks. Alright, so I know what I have to shoot at.
Panels. Visual awareness in the front and back. Auditory detection.
Yeah, the
in
panels
and
might make it hard, though.
Catastrophic damage. My greatest creation.
Dude's a little bit of a... Oh my god, is that just using magnetism? Are those electromagnets to keep the legs up? That's kind of cool. It's actually... It's really cool, but don't tell Jindosh I said that.
Don't be rude. Make yourself known.
He's not even up here, this dude. Well, okay, real quick, actually, that bird statue. From this angle, I swear to God, I thought it was like a hooded figure. It looks kind of like a robed figure. Looking down,
Central rotor.
kind of looks like a figure. I thought that's what it was. I thought that was him in his big old, like, morning robes. Waiting for me. Yes.
Surrounded by the individual components of my
Blah,
greatest
blah, 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 blah.
creation.
Whatever,
The
dude.
clockwork.
He just likes to hear himself talk. Let's go this way. See, if we didn't go this way, we wouldn't have gotten that health elixir. Display case open. Oh, look at that. I can't really take anything.
Playback loop.
The robot's doing some weird diagnostics and rebooting over there. Do I have explosives? What are my different vials before we keep going? Stinging. Enemy to flee and forget. Howling. Blind. I do have incendiary bolts. Those are probably the key to fighting these things. We'll find out. Keep it active for now. Yeah, I've had a double jump this entire time. I didn't even know I had a double
There you
jump.
are. Magnificent.
Yep, it's me. Is that him? That looks like... Is he literally just... He's got the floor up. What a
Now
absolute
I
psychopath.
understand.
Yeah, I'm here for you. Knock knock, open up. I'll blink over
Now
there.
that
I don't
I
even care.
see
I'll skip
you,
the
I've
entire
worked out
level.
who you are. Not a hired cutthroat. Your clothes are too fine.
Oh, I don't cut throats.
Thrill seeker? That's closer.
No, I just like rats.
You've trained with weapons formerly, but you're not a salon fencer. There's a bit of back alley in your movements.
This dude's straight up judging me right now. Look at
All
him,
that,
stupid
only
ass. Oh my
one
god.
man ever wore that mask,
Is that
to
a
my
smoking
knowledge.
thumb?
Welcome, Royal Protector.
You're making it really hard and easy at the
Obviously,
same
you're
time to
pleased
hate
with
you,
yourself.
Jindosh.
Do you know why I'm here?
I'd assume my involvement
That's sick.
with Duke
That's
brought
really
you to
cool.
my door. Or maybe you're after washed-up Anton Sokolov, comfortably residing in the assessment chamber.
He kind of looks
Either
like,
way, come find me and take whatever it is you seek.
kind of looks
But
like
if you
Freddie
fall,
Mercury.
I'll have your body
We're dealing with
carried
an
to my
evil
lab
Freddie
for
Mercury here.
dissection and study. Until either comes to pass, your secret is safe with me.
Now I
I'll
need to
see
go
you soon,
ride my
Jindosh.
bicycle.
Until then.
Does he have to walk it? Okay, actually, I want to see this. Is it gonna go up behind him?
There's an interloper in my home.
Okay, no. I was gonna say it must be a pain. Oh no.
Okay, the machine has detected something. Playback indicates some protection without certainty.
These voice lines are gonna be a good time, I can already tell. So let's test my theory. What happens if I try to shoot at the whale oil tank with a flaming arrow?
General detection state. Okay, trigger exploration grid.
Okay, why do they talk like that? I think I see something, I was hoping he'd be a friend. No, I could tell the second I saw his stupid mustache he was gonna be an enemy. Oh my god, these robots. I guess I'm fighting you now. There's gotta be a secret to these things. Ooh, okay, they have electric attacks. Oh my gosh. They straight rocket. Rats, get 'em, rats! No! The rats have teamed up with him! Wait, are they distracting him? Oh, his mustache is cool. No, it's not. A little pencil mustache. It looks like he drew it on this morning. What is that noise? Is there a ruin here I'm missing? These are way too tough for me right now, and the rats are ineffective. I can't believe I'm being betrayed by my own rats at this moment. Hey, can you open the door? Alright. Well, we're already on to our first task, which is dodge the hell out of these guys. Maybe I'm supposed to fight them. It doesn't seem like I have a whole lot of options right now other than to fight. Jindosh is a rat bastard, derogatory. Oh, welcome, Bismarck. Glad to see you tonight. That's not very nice. I don't want you to use the word rat in vain like that. It might upset the rats. Speaking of, they can't do shit right now. I'm not sure. Ooh, I killed. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Oh, did they actually overheat and take a second? Because that's probably my cue to get in there. Rats, get them. Come on, guys, you're making me look bad. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I can see it. Rats, eat the arm. Quick, pick up the blade. Rats are weak to robots. It's like Pokemon. Oh! So Jindosh really is like a smart man then. He knew his enemy. Knew I was going to be coming at him with rats. And he planned accordingly. That's kind of cheating though. Usually... Well, that's not good. I'm out of incendiary rounds now.
Playback for combat protocols.
These guys hurt a lot. Actually, wait a minute. I know why they hurt a lot. 1 second. I think I'm gonna keep it. Oh yeah. Increased speed when walking or running that I take more damage. I'll keep it for now, but if it really becomes an issue and I start dying a lot in combat encounters, then we will probably swap it off. I think they got a lot of potions to just gobble up. I just drank that potion and immediately lost it. There we go, finally. Jesus. Yeah. So I wasn't wrong with the flaming flaming darts. That definitely got that one robot. Oh, he's gonna explode in the saddest explosion ever. I'm pretty sure the whale oil tanks explode bigger than these guys. I didn't think this. I thought an explosion that big. There's no way. I was wrong. That's okay though.
I'll see you soon, Jinda.
Until then.
Yeah, look at that gun. What does he think he's gonna do with that gun? Fight me?
Clockwork soldiers, there's an interloper in my home. And they sleep safe. The ginger begins to call affinity. Now that your last moments,
I really like that this house can change at any moment. Cool. I believe both of them.
pinnacle of invention.
Corvo is also weak to robots because he is a rat. Admirable. Yeah. Corvo's the coolest rat. I forgot to mention it, but after last stream I booted up the game for a second and well, Corvo, he was just eating a whole block of cheese. It was kind of nasty actually, but I gave him a pass because he is the rat master. Oh, that's a really easy way to take those guys out. Alright, you just have to wait for him to jump behind you. Does that one have a... That one doesn't even have a head anymore.
Okay, shut it down.
You knock the back out and then you run because they explode and they'll fuck you up. Yeah, aren't these Clockwork Soldiers supposed to be like the best of the best? Anton Sokolov can't even compare. Ooh, I want to go in there. Let me in. Damn it.
I know where you are.
I am a rat.
Breathtaking. According to the scales beneath the floor and my acoustic sensors, you move quite quickly.
Well, now where am I? Was I supposed to come up? I don't know if I was supposed to get up here or not. I may have to load a save. I don't know if they intended for you to jump up here. Can I just break this window and escape? No. Unless there's a little hole I can get down in, I don't think the devs intended for you to jump up here. Well, this is embarrassing. There's no way I actually did that. Come on, there's gotta be like a little hole I can sneak through. Second, we'll ask the council. Yeah, the game doesn't even recognize this as something I could... Huh. Well... Shit. How far back is that autosave? Not too far. Probably right after I killed those robots even. That was... Well, you saw it here first. They didn't even think about that. These devs. Bad game, 0 out of 10. Look at this wood particle flying. What the fuck? Assessment chamber. Oh, so Sokolov should be right down. Oh, there's another one. Oh, they turn around fast. Ooh. Right, Sokolov's robots don't fuck around. Yeah, they can spin really fast, which I shouldn't even be surprised about the spin move. And yet I am. Why does this creep one keep saying stuff like that? Turn around, yeah. That works.
You've beaten one of my clockwork soldiers. I'll have questions about that. Once I have you restrained.
I don't know what there is to ask. You'd be like, how did you do it? And Corvo would go, I slashed it in the back. I don't know what the hell your other test subjects were doing. Royal Protector on the run. There is no longer any doubt that the former royal protector to the Empress, Corvo Attano, was responsible for the recent string of horrible murders. Corvo is now on the run, confirming our suspicions about his guilt and association with the Crown Killer. Some have even suggested that Corvo himself knowingly deals with rats and has committed the appalling crimes, as he is a trained assassin and a notoriously violent individual. The Grand Serkonan Guard has promised rewards for any information leading to an arrest and warns the fugitive will be shot on sight if spotted, and that is very true. I've been shot on sight quite a lot already. Duke Abele, they said it at the beginning of the game. He's a rather rotund man. Recently stated that Lord Corvo will likely receive a fair trial if he turns himself in peacefully and forthwith. So shoot on sight, but if you want to turn yourself in, Corvo, just turn yourself in. We won't hurt you. It's all good. What does that do?
In part, I made this place for luxury and spectacle, I suppose, but it's more
And take the
than
swine with us.
This place is a testament to engineering itself.
Is it changing? It is changing what's going on out there. I have to keep that in mind. Guards? Oh man, this guy uses normal people too.
It'll wake up on its own if a fight breaks out. They're blind, but they can still hear.
Corvo, if you can hear this, they'll turn on if they hear a big ruckus.
No more than an audiograph machine can. Huh? What?
At least his guards are really trained on
Maybe the wind or something.
how his robots work. It's actually rather nice of him. Everyone in Addermire seemed completely confused as to what the hell was going on there. Oh, she talks like one of the robots. No, don't turn around, don't turn around. Oh,
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Detection registered.
I'm so bad at stealth.
You ready?
We're not dealing with that.
What in the void just happened?
Enemy evasion successful.
Aha, even the robot knows I'm too good.
Did some detection without certainty.
Brother in Christ, you could have just had him say anything.
You think at these prices, the man wouldn't keep us waiting?
There's only one Kirin Jindosh. He can charge whatever he likes. Besides, you're rich enough to afford a couple of the clockworks.
Oh my god, I can see it in the background moving
Doubled
away.
your fortune since the Duke took over the silver mines.
Oh, the silver mines.
Means higher profits, but it's my time to pay.
Yes, now I can employ robots and children. Maybe some kind of robot-child hybrid. I am evil. I have money. Having money makes me the villain. Good set. That's a lot of robots. This dude's mass-producing robots, and they kind of suck.
I detect Piero Joplin's hand in it. He made it, didn't he? But not alone. There's another style there.
He smoked too much of the hookah. They won't know. They don't know. Oh wait, they actually reacted to
There is a
that?
break-in. I hope the clockworks deal with it quickly. I'm tired of waiting.
I
for
really
Jindosh.
am fascinated about these two. I want to learn more. There's a clockwork out here that I activated. There's also a couple. Oh yeah, the clockwork is right there. We'll need
Stand
to.
clear! I'm bringing up the arc pylon!
Oh no, you don't. Oh, you don't. Did the robot save it? Is that what that was?
Protocol 6.
Oh, he's using Combat Protocol 6.
Playback for unambiguous enemy. And so ends the life
Wow.
of Corvo Attano. Failed.
Was it the shock? Your death is upon you. Yeah, okay, but from what though? I feel like I got annihilated by that pylon. Cool. Well, at least I get a reset on goofing up over here.
This place is a testament to engineering itself.
Steal
Sounds like
coins.
someone's in the building.
Nope.
Should we wake the clockwork?
It'll wake up on its own if a fight breaks out. They're blind, but they can still hear.
Creepy to know they might be listening to us. Can they understand what we're saying?
No. I'm not in the mood.
Pretty sure I
Show
saw
yourself!
Better have a look.
Hey!
Wow. All right, already. A gun.
Wait, show your true face, monster!
Oh, there's a bone charm nearby. Was there a guard there the entire time? That's
Enemy
freaky.
evasion successful.
He's sleeping? Yeah, I think he's sleeping. I won't worry about him then. These fountains are in working order. We're good. Corvo passes, or this passes the Corvo test. Health elixir. Is that blueprint?
I'm bringing up the arc pylon.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to stop him.
What's going on here?
Rats! Help me escape!
Leave me alone, filthy
Look at them go. What good boys.
No, rats
They got one.
everywhere. Someone help!
This indicates the search protocol.
Oh, I don't think that guy's gonna wait, a third guard has showed up. Let's see what they do, how they handle it. Oh, that guy. Okay.
What was that? What?
Did he see me? There's no way he saw me up here.
Shit, lost it.
Okay. That's. Whoa.
Help over here!
Combat Protocol 6.
There's the arc pylon that murdered me last time.
Protector, enemy
And it got me again. Definitely want to take out the guy that activates that pylon then. What a pain in the ass. It's just straight up an insta-kill, which I mean, I guess, you know, fair enough. I've never been shocked by electricity and lived to tell the tale.
I made this place for luxury and spectacle, I suppose, but it's more than that.
Should have played on easy mode. This is what I get for trying to be a gamer.
Engineering itself.
Sounds like someone's in the building. Should we wake the clockwork?
It'll
No.
wake up on its own if a fight breaks out. They're blind, but they can still
Well, let's get around these two bozos for now.
hear.
Stand here. I'm Bruce. Bring up the arc pylon.
Okay, he's bringing up the arc pylon. And he successfully did it. Fuck. Let's get out of there before that fully activates. It has now become a unsafe room for the third time.
You think at these prices, the man wouldn't keep us waiting.
There's only one, Kieran.
There's only one, and there's like, I don't know, two of us. Shit, you do the math.
Works. I happen to know you've doubled your fortune since the Tues.
Let's see. There is a bone charm down there. Whoa.
Need some help over here.
Whoa. All I was doing was just testing out the ashtray. Come on now.
What's going on here? You won't get away. Don't move.
Playback indicates that the machine is waking up.
Let's finish him.
I might, you know what? This is it. We're going full murder mode. Get him. Oh, you can only summon. No, that's not the right guy though, rats. There we go. That's the right guy.
Combat Protocol 8.
Step aside.
Combat Protocol 6.
Out of potions. Oh, rat, save me.
By Royal Protector. At least you got
This is a hard mission. I didn't expect the game to ramp up this fast. This is definitely a lot different from Addermire. Let's just avoid people. That's the new strategy. Corvo's gonna take the shut-in approach.
I made this place for luxury and spectacle, I suppose, but it's more than that. This place is a testament to you.
Yep, you've built the coolest house in the world. Everyone's really jealous of you. No, you're not. We're not doing that. We're not activating that. Alright?
It'll wake up on its own if a fight breaks out. They're blind.
There's another
but they can
guard in
still
this
hear.
room. Oh my god, is that another? There's two different ways to open up this pylon.
No more than an audiograph machine can.
I think there's a guy over this way. It'd be nice if I could locate where other people are. Maybe there will be a rune charm or something later.
Like that. Better have a look.
Yeah, you might want to go check that out, man. Who knows?
Can't stay hidden.
That's 2. See, I just needed to get a good little run going. We're already down 2 of them. Out of like 30. I swear to God, these places are loaded with guards. Every time I think I've gotten all of them, another one pops out of like an air vent. Let's not toss that. Don't want to break that. This looks like it leads out, ooh, into the kind of
space behind the walls.
Thank you, Corvo. I don't think I could have said it better myself. Oh, they got pool back here. That's kind of neat. Some kind of special billiards set up. Faucet check. Okay, good. Faucet seems to be in working order. So, how do you get this many rats? Like, I thought it was a Dunwall problem, but it's like Karnaka. I'm guessing that the other continent, parts of the continent too, are just swarming with rats. Could I have done this from the beginning? Oh. Didn't even think about that. Now, where'd that lady go?
Anyone here?
Oh, I found where that lady went.
Self.
Back in there. Did she open that door and then lock it behind her? That's really annoying. We can't let her stay up. Oh.
Whatever.
She's getting very close to see me. We can just sit for a second. Try not to sit around too much, but in this case, I think it's justified. Don't you dare get on that wall. Nope. Oh my god. I swear, it's like the AI is trained to do exactly what you don't want them to do at any given moment. At least so far for this map. That's another one out. Let us save. And you need to remember to make saves more often. This will save us from having to backtrack a lot. Are they doing the weird rat noises again? Yesterday they were doing the weirdest goddamn rat noises. There is a rune somewhere nearby. / bone charm. Bone charm looks like it's linked to that area down there, which we may be able to get into.
Skewer is exquisite. I did hero Joplin's hand in it. He made it, didn't he? But not on those. There's another style there, one I don't recognize.
So if that is rewired, can I use the elevator now? Nice, thank God I saved that rewiring too. That'll save me some time. Get some of that, some good food. Dude's trying to justify not dying, like, hey man, listen, look at that cool house. What happens to the cool house, man? As if Sokolov ain't capable. Good toss, good toss. So I noticed now, the wood just has a really weird tiger stripe texture. I don't know if that's like a Karnaka tree thing, or if like a stylized world they live in, but I just kind of noticed that a lot of the wood and the wood paneling has this weird pattern on it. Oop, oop. That's how I got caught last time. Continue exploring for a little bit, make sure I'm not missing any. I don't want to miss anything if I can. Very beautiful portrait. Very, very nice portrait even. We might have to come back and steal this Corvo. I want every gator statue too. We'll have to get a little bucket list of stuff to come back and steal later. Statue, some Z fighting on the wall, nothing out of the normal here. Wait, before we do that. Before we do that. Health vial. I didn't even pick it up this time.
You think at these prices, the man wouldn't keep us waiting.
It's only water, Kieran Jindosh. He can charge whatever he likes. Besides, you're rich enough to
All
afford a
right, we
couple
got
of the
that guy.
clockworks.
Waiting room key. Perfect. I'll pick that up.
Here?
Wait, where?
I bet you know my clockworks have made the Duke's annual sword tournament obsolete.
Hey, you guys,
Someone protect me!
you guys know where the bathroom is? This guy really needs to go.
What is going on here? Stop! Beg
All right,
for
next one.
mercy!
All right, next one. I missed that one.
You're done!
Face punch. Excuse me, ma'am.
Do anything to you!
Ma'am, excuse me. I'm trying to find the bathroom, but every time I get close to it, the walls shift, and he just keeps moving it on me and laughing. I really need to.
Help me! Someone!
You
Anyone!
okay? Oh.
It's not right!
Well, there she goes. Hopefully they don't awake that clockwork soldier, because I am terrified of him. See a readable book. I heard a weird ass noise. Hell yeah. The Astounding Clockwork Soldiers, a precise history by the creator himself, Kieran Jindosh, Grand Sir Conan Inventor. Chapter 23. Dear readers, you will be fascinated to know that earlier models of my Clockwork Soldier had human-like faces. Allow me to explain. As you know, from Chapter 18 through Chapter 22, I had been testing the Clockwork Soldiers against a wide range of enemies. Early in this process, a problem emerged. The would-be thieves and assailants were not intimidated by the delicate ceramic faces of the earlier prototypes. One criminal even believed he recognized an uncle and attempted a conversation. Undeterred, I set about redesigning the head mechanism, encasing it with a terrifying visage. I knew I had found the right design when my first test subjects fell to their knees in fear. I would have gone with the ceramic faces. I'm genuinely amazed that people weren't just freaked out by the uncanniness. Oh. I thought that guy's body got crushed. By the uncanniness of it all.
Be careful.
I know I would have been.
This was devised to test the limits of the Clockwork Soldiers. Quite dangerous. If you're really looking for
Is that a guard?
that old snag is around here somewhere.
I mean, I guess that's a guard. Oh, the bone charm is like right there?
1,000 rotations. Reintroducing graphite.
It's above me now, which is frustrating. We'll reach it.
The machine is recharging the magnetic coil.
Okay. Thank you, Kieran.
Friendless and hunted like a beast. Yet still you act with honor.
Well, of course I do. But, was there any reason to call me out like that? Jesus Christ.
No, what? What is this?
There's something behind me.
Come back here! What did you do? This isn't. What's up?
Uh-oh, where'd he go? Go look over that way. Asshole.
Wait, this isn't. I've got just
Take
the
your
thing
shot.
for you.
Come on, take your swing. Turn the face, flip him around. Corvo's done this so many times. It's got to be just muscle memory at this point. I don't even think he probably just enters like a fugue state when he starts strangling people to death. Oh, is that the porcelain face? Yeah, that's freaky. How is that not scarier than what is currently on them? Genuinely, I'm baffled by this. This is a very interesting... Ooh. Waterworks were good there. Very interesting that this apparently was less scary than what he finalized with. Unless that's a newer design we just haven't gotten to yet, which is also very, very possible. So this bone charm, it's right up there. It's still lower than the last floor I was on. What if I go over here? Oh, this is the room I came down on. Never mind. This bone charm also appears to be in like a semi-hidden room. Perhaps like an in-between the floors type space. We'll figure it out. Oopsie, check. Faucets are in working order. All is well. Eat some fruit. Oh, I can't eat a fish head. But we can return this fish to the water where he belongs. Be free. He's swimming. Did you just throw a fish head in my water?
But rumors can never be trusted.
hate the way he eggs on whoever breaks into the mansion. I wish he'd just escort them outside and be done with it. Why torment them?
Careful what you wish for. If he wasn't tormenting them, he'd be tormenting us. Huh?
Oh, who did that? What the hell?
No. Someone protect me! What's going on here? I don't want to die! A body? Here?
A body? What are you talking about, lady?
Help me!
Hey, what's up?
Anyone!
I mean,
Guards! Someone!
I could have helped. You good? Where'd you go? I'm sure she'll be fine. People need to trust man in a mask a little bit more. Let's see, check. We got some ryegrass, some bread. Some kind of alcohol distillery. Come on, Acorvo. Gotta figure out a way to that area. Oh, could be this way. I swear I thought I heard blood flies. I'm not in the mood to deal with more blood flies right now. I wouldn't be surprised if this this maniac has a blood fly room or something crazy like that. Can I get in there? Can't. It's not necessarily a room I'm supposed to enter. Bone charm is like right there, man. This has got to be one of those so obvious ones. It's right up there. I feel like a fool. Let's go this way. I think I heard one of those robots down here. So we'll proceed with caution. Yeah, there he is. Up here. What is this? Conditioning Sokolov. So the high and mighty Anton Sokolov won't deign to aid me in my efforts to make a new version of the Clockwork Soldier? Fine. I have another solution. My electroshock machine. Uh-oh. Alongside a project of low practical use will be just the thing. If I can find the right calibration, I should be able to damage those parts of Sokolov's mind related to independence and free will, leaving intact his vast knowledge and hopefully an even more important quality the old man possesses, though it pains me to admit it, his legendary creativity. Well, I hope we were fast enough. Jesus Christ.
What kind of sadistic joke is this?
Yeah, seriously, that is actually some kind of mental, that's just fucked up. We're gonna kill this man. You were right, Bismarck. This dude is a rat bastard, derogatory. As opposed to like a rat bastard, the cool kind.
Okay, return to routine operation.
Okay, I thought I saw something, but, I'll, go back to walking around now.
This playback indicates some detection without certainty.
Oh yeah, what about this?
Playback indicates an older male, armed.
How does he know?
Combat Protocol 6. Playback for combat protocols.
He's gonna kill me. I gotta, you know, I do need to remove the bone charm for now. Moving fast is useful. It doesn't help against these guys in the way I would like it to, though, because they're just gonna turn around and get me. Slightly faster while carrying a body. I think I got one that seemed kind of nice. Spiritual pool. Oh, we'll just go back to albinos. That's a fun one. And we just
Enemy at rear playback.
Oh, he saw me. What a pain in the ass. Come on. Which way are you going?
Combat protocol machine is overheated.
Got him. That was a pretty slick move. That robot couldn't even see it coming.
The clockwork you just destroyed served as the prototype for depth perception. I'll collect it and add it to my gallery.
Well, what is giving it depth perception actually? So is that Sokolov in there? Oh, he's in there. Coming, buddy. Can I just blink through this wall real quick? No, of course not. You gonna throw another robot at me? What's the plan here? Weapons. Gamer loot. Epic gear. What does this do? Oh, was that the solution? I see. I may have just gotten myself in a bad spot again. But I found Sokolov. this was okay to do. I guess we'll find out. Hey, buddy, you okay?
Corvo, only you could have come this far.
Man, 15 years and he's looking great still.
Jindosh has plans for an army of his clockwork soldiers. He can't be permitted to build it.
He won't. I'll be paying him a visit momentarily.
Yeah. No, Sokolov. Oh. Oh, no. Oh wait, no, he's just unconscious. He had one too many drinks.
He'll be safer in the carriage, Sokolov.
Did he board these up?
Jindosh
So Sokolov couldn't stand on them? Seriously? Note to Anton Sokolov. My dear Anton, I hope the sound of the clockwork soldier outside your cell doesn't disturb your rest. I find the solid footfalls and gentle electric hum to be soothing, but you may be of a different opinion. In fact, in your condition, the noise might be maddening, especially since the pressure plate for the exit to your cell is positioned tantalizingly within reach. I put some boards over it. You'll never figure that shit out. Should you attempt to venture forth from the assessment chamber, like some wrinkled, gray-whiskered rat hunting through a labyrinth, for a morsel of cheese, cheese, you'll soon find your stoic guardian bearing down on you. You're an intelligent man. I'm sure I don't need to illustrate what those honed edges would do to your ancient and haggard body. They'd slice him up like Swiss cheese. Look at him. Dude can't even be bothered to stay awake. He's so puckered out. What does that one do? That did something. What does this one do? Huh. So it's kind of time-based, I see. Or they just really want me to use Blink right now. Okay. Okay, so what I did wasn't actually the wrong thing. Now that I'm seeing it better. Yeah, if I step on this, those come down, huh? But then the second I step off of it, nothing changes. So now I'm left even more confused. But at least we got him, and it looks like we're going to be able to get out of here. And that's all that matters. There's some broken wood. I thought it was dead rats. I was going to be really upset for a second. Too shabby. Not too shabby. Apparently there's a rune / bone charm nearby. It's that one. It's that one. I still can't get that one. Now the game's just mocking me. Oh, the rats got something from this one?
You freed Anton Sokolov.
It's Sokolov to the... Is that the only thing I have to do? Could I just, like, leave? No, that's one of the things I have to do. Find the electroshock machine. That might not be a bad idea. I'm not gonna lie. Outside the mustache, I really dig his cool style. Ooh, those are more people. That is more people. Excuse me, buddy. I'll be right back. Number one in my heart. Don't worry. Dude should not be playing around. He should be like inventing a rocket to get the fuck out of here right now. Oh hey, I didn't even know the bone charm was in there. What was that? Agile recovery. Recover from falls slightly quicker. I never fall. Can't think of one time where I've fallen. I don't think I'll be needing. Ooh, taking the view again. This game is really pretty. I'll keep saying it over and over. The amount of effort that went into making these landscapes, even including that Z fighting rock over there, it's astonishing. It's like, it's really well done. And it's a nice change of pace from the first game's grays and gray. Oracular Order divided. A representative from the Sisters of the Oracular Order in Serkonos paid a surprise visit this week to officials at the Grand Palace, delivering a message that calls into doubt the Order's formerly held position on the illegitimacy of our new Empress. Delilah Caldwin. It seems that there is intense disagreement between the sects of the secretive organization. While not a full reversal, the visit to the Grand Palace prompted the following statement from Duke Luca Abele. It pleases me that the Sisters of the Oracular Order have come closer to endorsing our beloved Empress, Delilah Caldwin. A recent and valiant coup is an attempt to restoring just rule to the Empire, and I advise the Oracular Order and the ever-stubborn Abbey of the Everyman to immediately embrace Delilah as Empress, accepting her wisdom and authority. We thank the Oracular Sisters for delivering this vision, and we call for a day of celebration. Meanwhile, Vice Overseer Liam Byrne, speaking on behalf of the Abbey of the Everyman, advises restraint, saying that the latest missives from the Oracular Order are still being interpreted and debated. Sounds like they don't got their shit together is what I'm hearing. They need to figure out what's up.
My wall of light, the original Sokolov version, inelegant but effective. This one has been perfected by yours truly.
What makes it better, though? Is it because you put the box on the other side? There actually is no way past this at the moment, huh? Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I step through that, it's not going to work, but we should probably test it. Yeah, okay. Not even going to try blinking through that. I already know what happens. Just remembered I can save the game. I cannot save the game right now for some reason. Okay, we're not saving the game. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. We'll make do. Why am I not allowed?
You were so close just a while ago, but now I wonder if you know where you're going. At this rate, you may never reach me.
At this rate. At this rat. What he doesn't know is I am a trained assassin. Ooh.
Anybody? Don't make me search the whole place. I don't have time for that.
Did he? Where'd he go? Did he see me and then just start pathing in like the other direction? I think he did. Oh, was that Corvo Otano around the corner? Oh.
Hey, who is?
Is there? Oh my! Hey! Whoa!
Later, I'll be laughing over rum about how you died.
I should not risk this guy. I should not risk fighting this guy.
That's not natural.
Yeah, it is.
Wonder who that was.
Someone's not friends with the outsider, and it shows.
Where do you think you're going?
None of that backwards swing shit. Come on now. Ooh. Fuckers. They're just throwing shit. Throwing punches, throwing garbage.
Can't have gone far.
Yeah, let's look for him. He could be anywhere.
Damn! Impossible!
I've decided if I could have a power, it'd be blink. Oh my god, the power to just blink around like that'd be amazing. Ten out of 10. Still no idea how to reach that bone charm, unfortunately. Freaky ass mask. Is this the same elevator? It is the same elevator. Gotcha, gotcha. Copy that. Doesn't really go far. There's still a lot of mansion left to explore. Also a lot of food to eat. If the game would just let me eat it, please. I need health. Oh, thank God. Oh, look at him. He's taking a little nap. It's a lot of sleeping, a lot of rats. Dishonored 2, if it's one thing, if there's anything I could say about it, it's a game about sleeping, it's a game about rats.
Sokolov is a strange mind.
Oh
I thought
God,
his sight
it just
and
keeps
work would be
going.
distorted by his passions. In fact, they are inextricably linked.
What if I do that? Does this perhaps... I think I may have actually found my way to the bone charm. Yes, indeed. Look at that, look at that. And blood flies.
Hello, are you there? I can't sense your weight on the floor nor the sound of your breathing anymore, but it seems like a reasonable guess that somehow you've gotten beyond
Sorry, that's gonna count towards my death counter. The game's gonna totally hold that dead body against me. Do not mop the floors while the arc pylon is active. That seems like a pretty obvious one. Last words. To whoever might find this, are you trapped? I know only too well your situation. You see, these are my last words. I have found a spot away from the clutches of those things, but for what? I have no food, no water, and now I grow weak. If there was a chance of escape, then I have missed it. Even writing this note saps any strength I had left. I thought I could beat this contraption in this terrible house. This thing that Jindosh has built, but it has beaten me. If only I had thought to bring water, or a morsel of bread. So I say goodbye to you, my reckless friend. Perhaps you too will die here. I'm sorry for that. If I become a ghost, then I'll try to help you. Otherwise, fare thee well. Stanislaus Shepherd, juggler, magician, thief, braggart, and surely a fool. R.I.P. Stanislaus. R.I.P. Stanislaus. He's a real one. Hopefully his ghost will come out and assist us. In the meantime, though, we got a bone charm from him, which I totally did not read. Was it bitter blood? Blood flies attack? No. Slash Zephyr. What did I pick up from him? Hopefully the game will still say. Blood sacrifice. I saw it. I saw that. Blood sacrifice. Killing blood flies or rats restore health. You know, if I use... What do I have? Greater capacity underwater. I have not needed that, so we're going to do that. Drinking from a fountain restores health. Not anymore, it doesn't. But do spiritual pool mixed with that. And now, as unfortunate as it is, we can summon rats. And then get a little bit of health back. Look at that. Rats for health. Health for rats. Is this the arc pylon? This is what powers the arc pylon.
So you powered down my arc pylon. How resourceful.
Oh man, I hope the game didn't save mid-throw. That would be horrible if the game saved mid-throw. Completely tossed it without thinking about what it does when you toss it.
My arc pylon. How resourceful.
It's one way out. And what does this way lead to? I'm curious. Out here. No way. This was right here the entire time. Man, we're really bad at that. At the whole discovery thing.
Workings of my work. Quite like a rat.
There we go. He said it. He said it. We have it. Confirmation. We're a rat. Everything's coming together finally.
I really hope you don't fall and die out there. It might be hard to clean up. The smell, you see.
I don't think... Jindosh. Well, first off, Jindosh, I just gotta say, you have some marvelously working sinks, but I don't believe that's entirely how it works. Here is more of the inside. Do I only have that rune and another bone charm left. Doing great so far. Oh, the pool table. I didn't even think to look up here. I gotta start paying more attention, being more resourceful. Or there's gonna be stuff that I just absolutely will never have a shot at. There's a laboratory. Sokolov's there. We're gonna leave Sokolov chilling in that chair for now. I doubt anyone will find him.
It's cold and mirthless outside the walls, isn't it? Hello? Are you there?
He just really wants me to come. He's gonna say something. I'm back. Can you hear me again? Back. I missed you. I just really wanted to test out your walls. Yeah, something up that way. I can't get past that shock wall without getting around it. Alright, let's grab Sokolov and keep exploring. We'll just continuously edge him closer to the front door. And pray that I don't fall into some kind of trap where Sokolov is completely defenseless while I do something goofy. Take him back to the front real quick. I also hit the floor change button. Oh, that just complete... Yeah, we'll keep it like that, actually. Sokolov in that chair. Alright, Sokolov, whatever you do, don't let anyone in through that way. I'm trusting you now. That robot never activated. Good, good. The next wing of his mansion is blocked by that darn electric wall, so maybe we'll just have to... Ooh, okay, you see me, but what are you gonna do about it? I'm over here, and you're stuck behind a wall last time I checked. He can't even really aggro me, huh? Pathways. Maybe back out this way if there's some way to get up there.
And nothing further is amiss.
Oh, the elevator, of course. The elevator that I powered down? Question mark?
Believe you're on some grand mission to save Emily, to restore the Empire.
Well, that's exactly what I'm doing. Didn't even give him the satisfaction to continue talking. On to the second floor.
They say you're the most dangerous man in the Empire. I learned much from watching you die.
Oh, those are real people.
Who's that?
Is that Dave playing a prank on me? Dave, what are you doing over there with that mask on? Is she gonna get in here? There's no way she's just gonna get in the elevator.
Makes no sense. Anyway,
There.
I'm not the one.
She's like literally right there, man.
Nothing then.
Okay, the machine has detected something. Unauthorized
In the elevator.
presence.
What? No. No one's here.
Entering combat state.
Press the button, come on. Come on.
Triggering electrostatic discharge. Stand clear.
He's going to murder her. I think that lady just died to the robot.
The machine has lost its quarry.
Yeah, I think... Oh. Did not mean to toss him that hard. I think that lady's dead. Let's go up and find out.
Does the mask terrify your enemies?
No, no one has...
Hide your own fear.
Well, not that either, but I have yet to find someone who... Oh, it was an ambush.
That's your
Okay.
last
Enemy
mistake.
encountered. The machine
There's two of them.
combat.
This is gonna get really bad really fast. Jesus Christ.
Step aside.
Whoa!
Give the machine some.
Whoa!
Switching to alternative
You wouldn't attack me
tactical
while on Anton. You wouldn't attack me while on his bed, would you? They totally would.
Let the clockwork soldier deal with him.
Protocol 6.
Oh yeah, and the robots, because they have that 360 view, I think the AI just gets a free pass to see... Christ, to see me anytime.
No use running.
She's hurting you guys, not me.
Enemy at rear playback.
Are they gonna roll for her? Yeah, I don't think the robots even care. Yeah, they give zero fuck she's being eaten alive right now. Are you gonna do something about that? You gonna help her? No, he's gonna come at me. They really don't seem to like it when the rats are out.
Authorized presence.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, alright. This is really stupid, but... Bro! Kinda worked. Is that your explosive? What? Do they have explosives? I'd be pissed if these things could explode. Did I get that one too? I did get that one too. Maybe you should get better robots then. They don't cost that much. That's gonna kill me. Whoa, that was almost really bad. At least I didn't die. I'm out of mana and healing. This is going to get a lot trickier all of a sudden. Save the game real quick. Nice. Oh, there we go. Full health for another minute. Full mana for about another minute too. Celebratory glass breaking. They can't handle me. And look, I did that one without dying. We're getting better at these encounters. I think we really have a shot here at being the next Corvo. And then, yeah, that was another way we could have gotten up here, was that little area. Neat. I really like how interconnected and multi-pathed these levels have been. And there's a bone charm in here even. There's a bone charm under me.
My mind won't stop turning.
I can't stop it. I casted a turn brain spell on me thinking it'd make me smarter, and now it keeps spinning. What are these for? What are these for, actually? What's he testing back here? Oh, I see. That's kind of neat. Oh, let me take that real quick. What? Inoperative. Okay, I was gonna say, what do I get any benefits from leaving that in? Probably not. Bunch of nerd books in there. Show them some alcohol. There we go. Yeah. Bunch of nerds. Really ought to learn how to drink. Is that a painting I can steal? It sure is.
Duke Luca, a bell.
A bell, not a ballet. A bell. Gotcha. Thank you, Corvo. Corvo's always backing me up. Runes that way. Game is convinced I can get that bone charm, so we'll test that. Definitely gonna be some guards. Yeah, I was enjoying this from below, actually. Yep. Conditioning Sokolov, we already read that. Dude's a nut job, was zapping Sokolov's fucking brain. I don't think it didn't seem like it worked. We got here and right the whole time. Alright, everybody, alcohol's on me. Enjoy. Make sure you take your tumbler, and that's also the tumbler. Everything's a whiskey tumbler. If I move this room, is there a way to sneak in like last time, or can I do this? Which will then get me down here to where the bone charm is. Or perhaps, if I hit this button... Yeah, okay. Sync check. Not only do the syncs work, but the syncs work even in the middle of moving the floor around. That's good. Undying Swarm, so that sounds like a really nice Rat Swarm kind of ability. Rat Swarms repopulate over time. We could really become Master of the Rats, and I'm almost convinced I kind of want to try that. So if we did Undying Swarm, we'll keep, we'll bring back Albinos. We'll do, where is it? Killing blood flies or rats restore mana. I know I have another rat one somewhere. It's not Fading Light. Steady Hand. Target. Maybe I only have 2 rat ones right now. But we mix that with some powers. So if we upgrade rats, and we have enough to, we have a lot of rows. I should be spending these. Corpses are devoured faster. Enemies, such powerful attack. Rat Piper will follow your path when there are no enemies or corpses nearby. So not only will they regenerate, but now they kill faster. And they, and they're just overall more powerful. This is turning really quickly into the Corvo Rats everybody run, and you know what? I'm here for it. Come out, buddies. Let's go. Oh my god, that's a lot of rats. Oh. The game just said no. But it's still making rat noises. There we go. Little rat friends everywhere. And they follow me. Yeah! Alright, let's go bring the fight to what's his face?
Brianna Ashworth.
Thank you.
With Delilah, a new empire could be drawn, and all the old barriers broken. Much could be accomplished. My clockwork soldiers have played their part, but each costs more coin than a wealthy man sees in a lifetime. It could take years to find a solution on my own.
Okay, we're just coming through and smashing them. I really feel bad for this guy to spend so much money on such a garbage product.
Clockworks at a fraction of the cost. Whether I seduce my old teacher with the thrill of discovery, or whether I'm forced to apply the clamps to his flesh and turn on the voltage, no matter.
Uh-oh. And the game just crashed. Okay, 1 second. That happened last night as well. I'm not sure what is causing the crashing. That's very frustrating. Could be. I did change it to windowed mode. That's the only difference I made. I'll look into this. It's very bizarre for a game to be crashing for no real discernible reason. Thankfully, we just saved, and we can get back to it very fast, but I do apologize for that, everybody. I'll be very much looking into why this is happening. It's not even discernible either, because yesterday when it crashed after I hit the save button. This time it just kind of gave out. Maybe it's the rats. Maybe the game can't handle the rat power. Where am I? Oh my god. We might have to re-upgrade the powers real quick. Nope, powers are good. Okay.
Shifting the walls and floors as if you were born here. Clever. Or are you just moving things at random?
No, you know what, man? I think you gotta stop being so petty. Dude's clearly just extremely upset that we've figured out his little game.
So many events in motion, each exerting subtle gravity.
He's just upset that we learned how to do his system. He's like, no one will ever figure out my elaborate button pressing house mechanism. Ah. Is this also a configuration lever? Cool, cool. Inside of his house. Oh, that opened up this. That's neat. Sometimes you want to sleep just facing the rest of your house. I get it.
Aramis Stilton?
Mine Baron. I wonder if these are like faces of people. Well, of course he is, but I'm starting to realize that the faces here might all be people linked to what's going on. We may have to pay the mines a visit. Letter from Duke Abel. Kieran, my dear grand inventor. Who else possesses such a keen mind? Could any other of my inner circle achieve such industrial marvels? Appreciate how superbly your clockwork soldiers performed in Dunwall, cutting those guards still loyal to Emily Caldwin to ribbons. And Brianna Ashworth claims you've been invaluable, helping with her orichalcum contraption. Delilah will be pleased. Please dispatch a courier as soon as you have what you need from Anton Sokolov. Press him as you see fit. No methods are off limits. You must find a way to produce your clockwork soldiers in greater qualities. Your Duke, Luca Abele. Abel.
Ramsey and the Crown Killer were just the start. I need to break down Delilah's remaining allies.
It's a lot
Jindosh,
of people involved.
the Duke, all of them.
Yeah, there she is.
Delilah Copperspoon.
She's got one of them fake last names like Jon Snow. Bakers and electroshock. My electroshock machine provides insights into the human mind. Though admittedly the subject is damaged or destroyed in the process, the advancement of knowledge is usually worth the sacrifice, of course. Once having tested it on a baker, I found that I could obliterate the memories of his life and thus his personality, while not impede his ability to break bread. I thought it odd at the time, but it's this exact effect I wish to reproduce in Sokolov. Sadly, I've never been able to reproduce it to my satisfaction. Sokolov, however, is no mere baker. If he refuses to aid me, it's doubtful that the machine could be used to weaken his willpower without also obliterating the knowledge and capabilities that are so precious to me. Still, the thought of reducing Sokolov to a state of infantile stupor is satisfying. This dude's fucked up. This dude's turning people into babies out here. I already sync checked that, we're good. Gotta make sure we're on top of these things. Now, what does this lever do if I configure? Like a rat. Into a little secret area, a little sneaky side of the map. I'm actually really enjoying. Wow, that is a majestic bird. Look, it looks like it has a beard. What a majestic looking bird. I want that bird. Got distracted. Yeah, hopefully this... I'll make a save real quick too, just in case. I like that so far, outside of the first time I did it, the game's been really rewarding for me moving through his walls while they move. It seems to really mostly be designed with that in mind. Oh, more butterflies. Wow, a lot of them. And the one with the cool eyeballs again. I really, really want to see a moth like that, / butterfly like that in real life. I bet it'd look awesome. There they are. It's the Breedles. 16th day, month of rain, 1849. You got That's Abel, and that's Jindosh. I think that could be that looks like it could be Evil, the Crown Killer version of Hypatia. It's hard to tell. And that's Janet. This also equally almost looks like the cast of Seinfeld, just a little bit. If you blink hard enough and pretend that they're the cast of Seinfeld.
Closer and closer.
Oh man, I'm really close to him already, actually. Buttons, levers. This must have been a really hard house to build, too. An unfinished letter on legacy. Honestly, I bear no ill will towards Emily Caldwin or her father, the royal protector. I've never given a single fig for any of those palace-born nobles in Dunwall, so how could I think ill of one empress or another? You would not be incorrect in suggesting that my motivations for assisting the Duke were at least twofold. I wanted to advance the causes of natural philosophy, for the sake of the work itself, and to show those stodgy morons at the Academy the light they were nearly extinguished. Further, of course, they very nearly extinguished. Further, of course, I am no stranger to infamy, and I am in fact fond of it. But there's more driving the engines of my desire. Dynasties rise and fall with the ages, through mundane catalysts such as famine, plague, or bankruptcy. Now, however, we live in a time that is being shaped by genius. Just as Roseboro, Sokolov, Hopland, and Hypatia have set the wheels of history spinning with their contributions, so will Kirin Jindosh. And it is my goal to eclipse those who came before me. No matter how the history books record the tale regarding this turn in power, it must be stated that it was only possible through advances in industry and technological exploration. Power now rests in the hands of the brilliant, and the world will never be the same. This guy's gonna be... Like, if he came over to our world and he saw the movie Oppenheimer, he'd be fucking blown away. He'd be like, holy crap. You guys scienced that? Like, how did you get this on a screen with, like, the moving pictures and... You don't have to crank it up. That's crazy. Is the thing I'm looking... Okay, yeah, the rune is in the laboratory.
Lord Protector, you found
Mm-hmm, of course he's not
you
in here.
realize you're only the second person to set foot in this room, the most sophisticated laboratory in the Isles.
It looks alright.
Please, try not to damage anything as you die. Clockwork soldiers, dispatch this intruder.
Alright, but where are they? How many are there? Is he about to launch like 8 on me? I don't see a single Clockwork soldier.
Rear lens array active.
Oh.
Military profile. Combat protocol 6.
Okay.
Okay. Enemy encounter.
You guys should try a different combat
This
protocol.
must
6
be the
hasn't been
electroshock
working.
machine Jindosh mentioned.
How many are there? 2? 2 and some bozo with a gun. Is a bozo with a gun in here now? Explosives. I could really go for an explosive.
Switching to playback indicates an older male.
They block it so... Who is shooting at me and from where?
Triggering electrostatic discharge. Rear and clear.
Let's get out of here. I have no health and I'm not in the mood to die. And, oh my god, is that him? That is him. He's just firing at me with a gun up there. The absolute nutcase. What happens if I just go for him? Not much because I missed the... Oh, I'm still alive though. I'm still alive though. Alright, come on, Gorva. Let's go lick our wounds. We'll come back in there. Oh. Okay, goodbye. That got rid of that one. Oh, I almost blinked through there too. That was a really fun way to kill that robot. I actually genuinely didn't expect him to just get crushed down there. I kind of want to try that again, but I don't think I'll ever get that lucky. Last where I saved, that's fine. Maybe even further. No, this looks right. Go in here, he says something stinky.
Closer and closer.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Sorry, Kieran, I can't hear you over all the speed running I'm doing.
You realize you're only the second person to set foot in this room, the most sophisticated laboratory in the Isles. Please, try not to damage anything as you die. Clockwork soldiers, dispatch this combat. Switching to alternative.
I'm going to try it again. Only because I saw it work the first time. I want to see if I can pull it off again. Come on. Come on. Come this way, robots. Don't be afraid. I'm going to try to crush you up in the wall.
Triggering electrostatic discharge.
No, you're not. Oh, come on. And it hit me from over here? Jesus Christ, these guys don't fuck around. Uh-oh.
The machine has lost its quarry. General detection state.
I wonder if this does anything, too. Like, could I convince him? No, it doesn't look like it. But I did manage to make this a one-on-one. He's trying to go for the electro discharge. God damn it. Okay. I may have tricked them into staying over there at least, which was also part of my plan.
You've seen my magnificent home, so surely you must know I'm a formidable opponent.
My clockwork soldier
you
will
tell
take
yourself
care
that,
of
bud.
you.
We're gonna go find some healing, actually. He did get a good cheap shot on me. Rats, go! Get out of here! Office, main laboratory, maintenance, assessment chamber. 3rd floor. What's the 3rd floor? Office. I definitely keep my health hypos in the office. Ooh, but you know what? He doesn't know that I'm here, does he? Oh yeah, and then what? Put me back together again? What are you, some kind of psychopath? What do you think, I'm made of Legos?
Wherever you are, I'll find you.
Is he coming over here? Holy shit, he's entering this room.
Kieran Jindosh.
Thank you, Corvo. Corvo just wanted to make sure that we all knew who we were dealing with here. Does he have anything? Any cool items up here? Oh.
If this plays, the machine is recharging the magnetic coil.
They seem to be entering some kind of sleep mode.
This playback should trigger in case the machine detects my own dead body.
My own dead body? Oh. Well, he ain't dead yet. He's just taking a little nap. Is the robot gonna try to pick him up? I'm very confused. Nope, nope. Let's get out of here before he attracts the other one. I really should only be fighting about one at a time. It's too late. I think the other one knows. Yeah. Not good. Not good at all. I can try the same strategy again.
Playback indicates lost enemy.
Does that work? No, that does not work.
Enemy encountered. Hostile.
Hey, come over here. Oh, come on. I'm so sick of this static shock attack. I think I found something I hate in this game more than bullets, and it's electricity. I'm consistently just getting shocked. Shot. Well, I guess that's the theme of the level. He really likes his shocking mechanisms. Is this after I got him? It is after I got him. Okay. So we can use that information. And the fact that we know that the robots are coming. Yeah, I hear him jumping up right now. Let's go down a couple floors. I have 2 dead bodies I'm managing right now. Well, sleeping bodies, not dead. Got some grenades. Like a little hatch. Where's this lead? Oh, look at that. Was this another way I could have gone? It looks like it. Just a neat little outside area. The rune I'm after is on the other side of that door, though. It's gonna be kind of a bummer if I can't get it.
It's a long way down.
Is this? Where is this? Oh, right out here, of course. Yeah, and then he was like, look at the view, Corvo. Isn't it pretty fucking rad? Weird dude. Breakable door. in theory, it's breakable. You know, I just realized that the grenades in this case might be useful to use against the robots. I've had grenades this entire time. I'm gonna try one on the door real quick though. Very breakable door. Ooh, this is the area under his laboratory. Spooky. This is where he keeps Body dead. Chug a lug on that potion real quick. Nice, that is everything in this map. Almost perfect, except for that one in Addermire. We've been doing great. Let's keep it up, team.
Okay, the machine has detected something.
Something. Oh, you can really go down here, even though there's nothing. More research notes, health files. Is the chair down here? I don't think the electric chair is down here. We're gonna have to go back upstairs. And we'll have to deal with those guys. But now that I know I have grenades, it should be a lot easier.
Detected.
Evidence of robbery. I haven't stolen a single thing. You can't prove it. Let's go pick up Sleeping Man.
The machine is experiencing uncertainty.
Kira and Jindosh is over this way. Let's give him some fresh air. Drop him down right here. And floor 2 is what I want. Got 3 grenades, 2 robots. How bad can this be? Oh, I thought he had a goatee all of a sudden, but it was just his ruffles. He's got the big frills like Edgeworth. Oh yeah, the robots are patrolling the 3rd floor now? Yeah. Can I save? Please tell me I can save. Perfect, because I don't know if Corvo can make this chuck I'm about to throw.
Handling. Commence lens refocus. Okay, trigger exploring back. Facing visual detection.
Ooh. Grenade. This one better land. Yeah, did I get him? I didn't get him. Almost got him. These are the stronger ones. They have more arms. Ooh, let's get out of here. And there's the... he's kind of glitching into that wall. Good luck for us. Perfect. I really thought that missed for a second.
Breached. The machine is now relying on audio stimulus.
These are freaky. These are like... This kind of reminds me of what they were trying to do with Bioshock Infinite, except way cooler. Ooh, is that just a big frame picture of Sokolov? Dude's kind of a weirdo. Not Sokolov, this Jindosh character. He seemed to be really into Sokolov. Conditioning Sokolov. This is the same one. No, this seems kind of different. I tire of dealing with my old teacher. I'm confident that I don't need him to simplify the design of the Clockwork Soldier. Without Sokolov, it could take years to reduce the cost of each clockwork. To design a version that can be built with cheaper, more readily available materials, and assembled by Duke Bell, half-witted factory workers, the Duke will get his clockwork army. I'll make sure of that. The question is when. Keep experimenting with the electroshock machine, trying to get it just right. And if Sokolov can't be made to help me, I'll continue using the machine on him anyways as entertainment. Yeah, okay, buddy, you have a giant frame picture of the guy behind where you work from. You clearly need to get some help. And I'm here to help you, actually. It's me, Corvo. Gonna shock you up. Note to Kieran Jindosh. Kieran, it's my hope that the pale stars look down with favor upon your attempts to gain Sokolov's favor. But if the old goat will not bend to your will, I can offer an alternative to merely keeping him locked in your assessment chamber and subjecting him to cruel electrotherapy. I've started a new effigy, cast in Sokolov's shape. Given time, I believe that might grant me some influence over your esteemed guest, Brianna. Well, Brianna, I'm actually kind of excited to see what kind of weird witchcraft kind of stuff she's up to. She sounds like a target. I think I saw her name on that list. Back to what's important, though. Let's grab that body and get to doing the shocking. We'll give him a little bit of what he has been given to Sokolov. Let's go. Come on, buddy. Where's the chair at? I know it's in here. It's not that. Anatomy, optics, woodcraft. Jindosh entry on whalebone. Today I'll raise the anatomy platform, bring it up to the laboratory floor where I can resume my work evaluating the rune artifact. Even as a man dedicated to natural philosophy, I must admit that my association with the occultist Brianna Ashworth has renewed my interest in the study of the whalebone. Given what I've seen over the past 3 years, working with Brianna, I cannot entirely dispel the idea that the bones of the Leviathans possess unusual properties. When pressed, she speaks in the meaningless palaver of the spiritualist. In an attempt to find answers on my own, I have procured one of the so-called rune artifacts, considered heretical, of course, by the narrow minds of the Abbey. However, thus far, my examinations have netted nothing of interest. A sample of human tissue affected by these runes might reveal more. Were I able to get, say, the jawbone of those poor sods burned alive by the overseers. Yeesh. Is the chair not here? I thought the chair was in this room. Maybe we have to move it around to get the chair here. I could have sworn it was, though. Is this? This isn't it. This is just some kind of electric cord. Chemistry platform. What's the chemistry platform? I'm kind of curious to see all these platforms. This is really neat, actually. This is a more fun level. This is something what I was hoping for. Chemistry level brings up this. Oh, and this would have been a much easier way to get the whale bones instead of having to move around. Speaking of, is the electroshock chair down here? I'm gonna determine what platform I'm looking for before I call it. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, the game's just telling me laboratory for now. We gotta go call the elevator back because it did that. Game didn't expect me to blow up the door though either, I'm guessing. Or maybe they did. You don't make an exploding door and not expect someone to blow it up. I don't know how I feel about elevators with open ceiling hatches like that. Great for stealthing around, but it seems kind of spooky otherwise. So if it wasn't that, anatomy, maybe anatomy. Anatomy sounds the most correct in terms of electric chairs. Maybe I can also follow this wire. They're bringing them around. Let's see. No, that's a dissecting table. I like that the body moved. That was cool. So I'm trying to find that electroshock chair. Check my notes real quick. Find the electroshock machine. Find it in the laboratory. It is in here somewhere. But it certainly isn't in the anatomy wing of his laboratory. Craft, optics, weaponry, anatomy. Weaponry? And I have no idea. So Bay 1, Bay 2. I think I'm starting to understand. Maybe the chair's upstairs even. You wait here, buddy. course this is the thing that I get stuck on. I do this mission pretty well, no issues, no major issues to speak of at least. And then I can't find a chair. A Reflection on My Journey to the Pandician Continent, 4, by Anton Sokolov, Chapter 16. Alright, let's see what crazy adventure we got into this time. 2 dead on our first day on the continent. The new world was not sated and would have one more. None other than the captain himself. His group had found a cluster of small rodents, much like rabbits or prairie moles. The lure of fresh meat proved too much a temptation for our good captain, who had dined on scant fish and some rations, and the same rations as the crew all these dreary months. He was able to grab one of the creatures with his bare hands, but the docile beasts were not so tame after all. Having allowed the captain to pick it up, the creature became enraged and delivered several stings from a gland hint in its tail. The captain complained of heat and itching where the stings had penetrated, but insisted they press on. He died of asphyxiation within a quarter hour. God dang. It was suddenly obvious to me that at this rate of attrition, we would not only fail to sufficiently research the continent, but we might soon lack enough crew even to make a return voyage. Something had to be done to save the venture, and so I immediately declared myself captain. On my orders, the remaining crew kept the relative safety of the beach for the duration of the week. Though I sent 2 young academy students armed with nets and cages to fetch a live sample of the prairie mole that had so swiftly killed the captain, as first and foremost, ours was a research expedition. Those 2 did not come back. They also fell to the prairie mole. Which, speaking of prairie dogs, I've been watching a lot of videos involving prairie dogs, specifically one man out in Texas who's been doing his own little rescue ranch type deal. And prairie dogs are the most adorable thing ever. Apparently, I guess it depends on the state, of course, but there are places where you can legally own one, and they look like they make pretty solid pets, honestly. I don't know about the ones that sting you and poison you. That sounds pretty bad. Oh. Is this the machine? Are we already at the machine? There's a note here. Powering the electroshock machine. There's insufficient power to operate the electroshock machine. Until this is rectified, I will have to compensate, freeing up more power for the electroshock machine by configuring the other laboratory platforms so they draw the least power. Okay, we got the most, so we want to use the least. So anatomy takes 1, and then optics takes 3. So this one's anatomy, and then we want optics to use the least amount of power. I understand this puzzle now. And then once that one comes out, we should have a lot of power to use on the electroshock machine. Question is this really it? Is this the entire electroshock machine, or is there more to this? What does the audiograph say?
This must be the electroshock machine Jindosh mentioned.
Once the royal physician and head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. In your
I don't know if we want the most power, but we'll find out.
All the Empire. My hero in younger days. Now, my puppet.
Oh yeah, we're
The
cooking now.
electroshock machine should work now.
Get on with it, Jindosh. Though I'm not sure what you hope to accomplish. I must admit to feeling a bit of professional curiosity as to the function of the apparatus.
Patience, friend, patience. The sequence of
Anton Sokolov was talking shit, and he backed it up.
events is important. You'll
Smart,
come to understand
witty,
my electro
lost a lot of people on the Pandician continent.
before or after that light leaves your eyes. And where does it go when it disappears? Who will tell me that?
Poor guy. He never found the answer.
Sound of his own voice as much as you do, Kieran. Perhaps
Thank you, Sokolov. I've been saying this the whole mansion.
No, sadly, it cannot. But what it can do is take from you the thing you love the most. Your precious intellect. If you won't agree to collaborate on the next clockwork prototype, I'll use the device on that brain of yours.
Oh, he really does like hearing himself talk.
If I'm to be a drooling idiot, at least I won't be bothered by any more of your rambling.
Alright, let's get him in there. Place Jindosh in the machine. That's very nice of you, Corvo. Pull the lever.
you doing? Anything! I'll give you anything you
Oh
want!
God.
Stop! Don't do this! So much will be lost! An age of advancement!
Nah, Sokolov's alive. You can get out of here, bozo.
People like you can't be allowed to run amok.
Yo, are you good?
And if I combine the acid against a copper plate, it... what does it do?
I really want that finger, though. Oh my God. Real quick, we're gonna take a second to appreciate that smoking finger.
A moment ago.
If I ever can get
Does anyone
prosthetics,
know the
I'm doing that. You can even pack it. You got a little packing bowl right there.
I had
He's
an
crazy,
idea,
but he had good
but
ideas.
it's gone now.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm done with this whack place. Thank God we left Sokolov like right there. That worked out in our favor. Provided I can actually get down there, that is. Huh. Oh yeah, this switch should do the trick. Try not to get stuck in the ceiling again this time.
The machine is experiencing playback for unseen.
It's cheating. Sokolov's dead, guys. Sokolov's dead. You don't have to work for him anymore, please. Oh no. Ooh, sticky grenade.
Playback
Perfect.
for combat protocols. Military profile.
Oh man, that was a really good shot. Then we'll just land it on. There we go. Easy peasy. It took an entire mission, but I figured out how to fight him. I upgraded Rat Swarm for nothing in the end. I barely used it. I don't really intend on killing any of the major characters at this point, but I'm not against using Rat Swarm to, like, swarm a bunch of people the next time we run into an issue. Let's pick up the old man, though. Later, loser. The lower... Oh man, this might be difficult, but let's go to the lower district, I think is where I want to head. I hope there's not like a new round of guards waiting for me when I get back. That's going to be awful if that's the case. Oh, yeah! Woo! It's not as fast as a roller coaster, but still a good time. And then it speeds up really fast after the descent. Okay. Let's pick off Sokolov. Pick up. Even. Everyone's taken care of here. Yeah, gate's turned off. I turned that gate off. Are those guards? Those are howlers.
Here to there.
No, those are witches. Oh my god, they're using witch magic. Whoa. Whoa, okay, Sokolov's.
A waste on you. I won't let him
Oh, I was not expecting witches. Wait, I have something for this. I have the perfect spell for this. Get them, boys. Cheese them. Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, they're sending like blood flies out. Ooh. Wow, they do not last long against witches or against rats, huh?
Let's make him try.
I actually can't tell. Oh, the rats are eating them too fast to say. They look messed up. I hope the game doesn't hold me accountable for rat killing. I feel, or for rat killing, for witch killing. The witches deserved it. So far, so good. No more witches. This man sleeps loudly. Megan, we're here. We got him. He's okay as far as I can tell. His brain hasn't been fried. And she looks away. Man, this cold shoulder attitude ain't gonna cut it, Megan.
You did it. How is he?
Frail and wounded, but he'll recover.
I didn't think it was possible. You must have a story to tell. I'll hear it back at the ship.
So I entered the house, right? And the next thing I know, fucking walls are moving.
All right.
Robots are everywhere. I died like 3 times. Look at that. All right. 7 total people killed. I don't know if those 3 witches at the end counted, but that's pretty good. 19 bodies detected. 52 detections. I feel like I've been extremely comfortable down here at this section of the diagram in the assault semi-non-lethal route. It's definitely the most entertaining way for me to play. I'll say that. We got all the runes on the shrine, got all the bone charms, missed out on about 2,500-ish gold. It was just a little bit, not that many. Almost got all the paintings, missed out on some blueprint upgrades. I'm gonna be really upset if I missed out on the blueprint to upgrade my crossbow's like capacity. Killed the leader of the Howlers once. I did do that. He turned into rats. And then robbed ticket booth at the Eventa carriage station. That did also happen. Another strange visit. You've awakened with a strange feeling. Ah, man, dude. Outsider needs to get some friends. He needs to stop hanging out with Corvo in his dreams. Is it gonna do the really cool transition again? Oh, I guess not. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh.
The void again, but it feels different.
Yeah, what's up with it? Seems all kind of twisted. Seems dangerous almost.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned Emily into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Coldwyn had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Okay. What's she playing at? Maybe how is the question.
How's she playing it? Corvo, you might want to rethink that one.
But I want to come to court like Jessamine.
I told you when you're older. Perhaps next year.
You said that last year. Jessamine's younger than me, and she's at court every day.
Business, well, it's complicated. We'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
So she is actually a sister. That's good to know. I figured it was like an entire ruse, but at least there's some credence to it. I don't know why she had to be so hostile about it, though. She probably could have just asked.
Jessamine and I played games in the tower, but at night I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep. I didn't break it.
Would you like to tell me who did?
We were just playing.
closer.
It was her! Delilah's line. She broke it.
Jessamine, what the fuck? Can I pull the heart out? Jessamine, you gotta answer for that. I know you were like 5 years old, but that's messed up. You created an entire game out of that.
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side until Anton Sokolov took
Ooh, I
me
wonder
as
if
a
it's the same
student.
brothel from the
That's
first
polite
game.
word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
I already did that once, though.
She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Her sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
How much of this is true, and how much is Delilah's warped imagination?
I mean, good point, Corvo. 5. Dreadful Whale. Meet with Megan Foster and Anton Sokolov to discuss the next steps in your effort to take down Delilah and the Duke of Sarkonos.
15 years ago, the Loyalist conspiracy asked me to kidnap Anton Sokolov.
Yeah, I remember that mission.
I took him from his home to the pub we were hiding in, and locked him in a cage meant for dogs.
Yeah.
And you know what? He laughed at us. He told dirty stories, taught Emily more than her governess could in 6 months. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
Oh, that's what happens when you get shocked in a chair. Or old age. One of the two definitely did it. Oh my god, am I gonna be, is this a dream or is this real? Oh, it's real. I can hear the boat shaking.
Even in the void, if only I could do more.
Jessamine? Delilah's
Hey,
stronger
Jessamine,
now.
did you lie?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
Yeah,
Of
did you
course
break
not.
it?
She's driving all of this.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end. Soon.
She waited 15 years just to not even make it to the end of this? Writing our travel log real quick. Court was a really nice record. The Royal Conservatory. Sokolov is safe. In the end, it wasn't me who stopped Kieran Jindosh. It was his own vanity. He built a machine to destroy intellect, hoping perhaps to use it on a rival like Sokolov. Jindosh never imagined it would be used on his own mind. The greatest intellect of our day, reduced to that of a confused child. So there'll be no more clockwork soldiers. That part of Duke Abel's plan is ruined. I bet that gets his attention. I've rescued Anton Sokolov. What's left of him, anyway. The man has aged since I last saw him. The intellect is still there, I hope. But physically, he struggles in every way. To walk, to eat, to piss. Conditions on the boat exasperate his discomfort. Still, there's nothing to be done. For now, the dreadful whales are only home. Delilah in the void. I was in the void, only this time it wasn't the outsider who met me there. It was Delilah Copperspoon. She's grown in power somehow, and wanted me to see things through her eyes. She showed me her mother, left to die in a debtor's prison, and Jessamine, her half-sister, pampered in the luxury of her palace, Dunwall Tower. Silks, fine tutors, grand feasts, while Delilah hid in the kitchen. Their shared father, Emperor Euhorn Caldwin, with his empty promises, telling Delilah she'd be a princess too, and soon. This was the past as she wanted me to see it. I wish I knew if it were all lies. Some of it has the ring of truth. We're getting more treasures. Oh, I wonder how many missions there are. If this is like an indicator of how much I have yet to keep going. That mask takes up a lot of space in there. Is that a picture of Sokolov? We just have a picture of Sokolov in the room? cargo. Now let's go see what Sokolov wants. I also have some missions, like little side objectives to do here on the Dreadful Whale. I need to make sure I actually go ahead and do them.
Age, Sokolov's making better progress than I would
Hypatia,
have expected.
I thought you were leaving after last time you were here. You're still here?
Good to see that you're still with us. Thank you for
It's actually
helping
very
Anton.
useful
Sokolov's
that
not
she's
the
still
only
here.
one making a rapid recovery. I'll be good enough to leave soon. There's a lot to do.
Is it safe to leave
Of course,
soon, though?
unless the Duke falls, he'll undo my best efforts here.
I'm working on that. Believe me, the Duke has my full attention.
Karnaka's key leaders are flawed for certain. After all this is settled with the Duke, and the time of the coup has passed,
Yeah?
whichever ones are left standing could change things here. Consider that, as you come face to face with the Duke's remaining associates.
I'll do what I can,
Okay, that's good to know.
Alexandria.
I'll be careful about who it is I choose to mess with and why I mess with them. I swear I hear...
Push out into the harsh world.
Well, I don't hear you, but now I do.
But for a few
I'll leave her in there. I'm glad Hypatia stayed. She's a kind of a cool character. I'd be upset if she just disappeared from the rest of the game.
It would have enabled him to make his clockwork soldiers at a fraction of the cost. Clever man.
Yeah, he seems like he's
Not
okay
clever
now.
enough. What's wrong with people like that?
A restless
I remember
mind.
workers breaking ground on the Royal Conservatory, but it wasn't complete until I was already living in Dunwall. Delilah
Gotcha.
Copperspoon, or is it Caldwin?
See if we can't find some more nice items. There's like a scary set of eyeballs in there. Those are eyeballs. What the hell was Sokolov making? I'm still trying to find some kind of crank for a thing down there.
Cool.
Yeah, what's up, man?
The Royal Protector has risen. A bad night?
Man, let me
Maybe
tell you
you've been
about it.
sleeping on goose feathers too long.
Sit down when you want to talk.
He's so stern. He's just like, we have business to attend to. You good, buddy? I remember you being a lot more cheerful. I want to get into that locked door. If I see a locked door, it must be open. Ooh, it's getting kind of dark. I can't believe Corvo's been doing all this in like the session of one day. He's very fast at getting what he wants done. He's not a way into that locked room. Could be further below. Could involve finding that crank I need to find still. Could involve this hatch. Let's find out. I had a feeling it wasn't going to. No, I can't just go back up there. Well, that's good to know if I ever need to make an escape from the top of the boat for some reason. That's Corvo's room. So let's go check downstairs. Right, not much going on down here. Do I have objectives for the boat? Mission clues, mission items. No. I may have actually just misread something last time when it said to find a crank. I'm not seeing anything in dire need of a crank down here anyways, but there is still the case of that locked door. So we'll just have to keep its position on the boat in mind. And hope that we can... Oh, see that? No, that's just a mirror. I was thinking maybe it was like a porthole, but it doesn't appear to be... Oh, a little... Oh, Bone Charms book. We've read the Bone Charms book game, thank you. Is that all that's in there? Maybe the door's locked until I get a certain character on the boat. Let's see what the mission briefing is.
Anton, when
Sokolov's
I
looking
brought you
great.
back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Yeah, and...
Delilah has the throne, and she has Emily. Anton,
it's been 3 days,
once we
by the
had
way.
you
I
in a
don't know why I thought
cage and
this
you
was all
dared us to kill you, I
1
need
day.
that man back.
Corvo, she's right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Sarkonos, I meant to leave everything behind.
Oh.
But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it.
Well, the curiosity
By the time
did kill the
Megan
cat,
and I
Sokolov.
connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge, but I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
Oh, we're gonna go
The
deal with
curator
witches
of the Royal
next.
Conservatory.
Yes.
She
Ashworth
got
is
one of them.
dangerous.
There's like
As
a face
obsessed
in her
with
hair.
The occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
Oraculum. I called that something completely
There's
different.
more to
earlier
her
when I
than
read it.
either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of,
Say what's up.
or what she's up to.
Who's that wanted poster of? Wanted... Oh. Okay, yeah, I guess technically we did take care of that. And then there's Jindosh.
Jindosh won't be making his army of clockwork soldiers.
She's got such a... There's like lines in her face. It looks like it could open up and turn into one of those weird alien faces with all the multi-teeth. That's freaky.
The closest path to the Royal Conservatory should be through Syria Gardens.
Syria Gardens, of course.
There's a spark in your eyes. Something other than hate, which surprises me given all that's happened.
Damn, he's still as keen as ever.
Meet me at the skiff when you want to set out for the Royal Conservatory.
Yeah, we can do that in a second, Megan.
Maybe I should begin a series of bloodfly-related sketches. Infested corpses and the like.
Dude seems okay, but I get it. He can't help us as much as he used to. What if I do this? You've lost a critical ally, Anton Sokolov. He was just sleeping, game. Come on now, you telling me he can't take a bottle to the
There's a
face?
spark in your eyes.
What happens if I throw one at her?
Other than hate, which surprises me given all that's happened.
Why would they let you do that? I'm all for the freedom of choice, but that's just ridiculous. If I do it to Hypatia, the game would probably be like, ah, well, you know, she's... Yeah, you hit Hypatia, congratulations. Nothing up there. I'm still thinking about that hidden door. Give me 1 second. Oh, yeah, there it is, right? No. Not even close. I've just kind of found myself back here now. Hey, someone rats? Okay. We can get started on the next mission. It sounds like I got some ways to go. So definitely play a little longer. But I am still looking to do some RimWorld tonight before I end my stream.
We'll
so
take the
probably not
skiff.
too much more Dishonored.
I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as
Syria.
far as I can take you. Ready to go?
That's what I wanted to call it, but I'm pretty sure they gave it a different name earlier. Could be one of those cases where the person's talking, or just different opinions on how it's said, but I'm fairly certain I've heard that word pronounced 2 different ways now. 5. The Royal Conservatory. While held captive, Anton Sokolov learned the identity of one of Delilah's chief allies, Brianna Ashworth, an architect of the coup that took the throne in Dunwall. Ashworth is powerful and full of secrets. She's building a mysterious device for Delilah. Brianna Ashworth must be eliminated. Corvo has like no info. All he knows is that she's building a device. He's like, I don't know, man. It's got evil written
There'll
all
be a
over
Grand
it.
Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside,
She's a witch and
be
I gotta
prepared
go
for anything.
destroy it.
Ashworth
It's
runs
evil.
with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
What's that supposed to mean?
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play.
Oh.
Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory.
How do you know this?
Check it out first if you want more options. Remember,
Consult the
if she's
player
still
guide,
working with
Corvo.
Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
There's already some goofy stuff. Oh, where did that rat go? Oh my god. That was a fly. I thought the rat just went zooming off in a direction. That's a lot of items. That's a lot of items for a Corvo to collect. This is going to be a very big map, I can already tell. We'll make some progress into it, for sure. We'll go a little bit into it. Because I've really been enjoying playing this. I'm not entirely ready to end it just yet. Curious where we're at in the game, though. Dishonored 1 was long. I remember that game actually taking a decent amount of time to get to the end, too. These seem like friendlies. I don't think these guys are going to mind too much if I would sneak on in. Not that button. Okay, let's hold F to put my weapon away. That's good to know. Hello, friends.
Feel safe. Like your face. What is wrong but I can fix it.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? What? Wait, you got a problem? We have a problem? Okay. Oh my god, this guy wants to fight too. Come on, jump on the boat. There you go. Maybe next time you should tell your friend not to be such a dickhead, and I won't have to kill you with rats. Wow, that rat upgrade that increased their damage is extremely potent. Oh, okay. Now I'm just killing innocent people. I've gone from I'm not gonna kill anybody to just straight up murder the first person that messes with me. I think I'm really getting into the character of Corvo finally. Oh yeah, they're gonna follow me around because I got that other one on, huh? That rat's going to grab it for me. Can't tell, are they following me? No, they're just kind of dispersing. Should still have that perk charm though, right? Dying Swarm, yeah. That's weird. They don't seem to really be following me at this point. They're just doing their own thing. I guess there's some limits to it. Is that a guard? Did I accidentally alert? I did accidentally alert a guard. That was way too close for comfort. We need to take this man out immediately.
Go back to the fort, I don't want to die. Impossible out here. Holy shit! You won't.
I don't know what happened. He just kind of staggered for a second. I was able to use that to my advantage. Oh, he had loot. Liam burns information. That could be very useful, actually. Royal Conservatory is right there, so not too bad. Are these bone charms? Yeah, a lot of them seem to be actually in the conservatory. This little outside area doesn't seem to be too big at all, actually. Now that I'm taking the time to properly look at it. Seems kind of like a dead district, too. It almost feels like this place exists for the witches. Speaking of dead places, though, there's a black market down here.
Where did you go?
Where'd you disappear to?
Oh, you didn't see nothing. Just a normal man with a mask going into a normal building.
Take a look around. We have the best wares for discerning guests such as yourself.
Welcome
to my shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way. I checked myself, but the streets are locked down. I'd make it worth your time.
I'll think about it.
See anything you like? What a pleasant surprise to see you
Magnetized bullet. Briefly disrupt clockwork soldiers.
This
yeah,
is
I had
what
a feeling that we weren't done with the
your
clockwork soldiers. Should probably think about getting those magnetized bullets. Sleep darts, super essential.
No need to wrap it
Literally
for you,
can't
I
play without them.
suppose.
Grenades
I'm
turned out to be
certain
more
you'll be
useful than I
satisfied
thought.
with
Safe
your
company
purchase.
should Attended a lecture in a building directly across from the Royal Conservatory, now infested with bloodflies. He knows the combination to the safe there. Okay.
An excellent choice.
Grab that. Try to stock up on potions because I will run out of health super fast. That's just how it goes.
Think of us again.
A weird thing to say to some guy that you're illegally selling product to. Just doesn't seem like a... I mean, I guess he's just being a good businessman. I can't complain. Taxes, 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 taxes.
Definitely heard. Hey, you!
Oh.
Come here! You're so dead!
What are you, howler?
Cut you into I'll cut you in half! I bet you've been
Howlers
living
don't
a
fuck
soft
around.
life.
Go anywhere.
To die.
You
Come
shouldn't
on.
have wandered outside
Nick,
without bodyguards.
take it. Think you look tough?
Whoa, I got hit with some kind of poison.
Where'd he go? This isn't.
I know what they're called, the howlers now. Jesus. You guys don't have to lean so heavy into it.
Come back here! What's up?
Oh, she'll be fine. She just has to... Ooh, God. The guards and the howlers at least fight each other? Or... Okay, yeah, the guards and the howlers fight each other. We'll let them solve each other out while I escape. Some rat skewers. I probably should have done that. I'm trying to get away from the guard right now. The hell was that noise? Breakable door blocked. Alright, well we have the perfect key for breakable doors, I've learned. Bada bing, bada boom. Hey, what's up? Oh, he tossed a grenade back.
Surrender and die. I'll cure the world from the likes of you.
There's a sleep dart. There's a sleep dart. Go to bed, buddy. Was this the secret area? It might have been. Hearing some weird whispering coming from in here. I'm not sure if I like it or not. Oh, sync check. Faucets are in working order. We're good there. There's definitely more overseers here if I had to hazard a guess based off the noise I'm hearing. There's definitely also an easier way in here that I totally ignored. Ooh. Some food, some stuff to break. Same, honestly. They keep saying pear soda. It sounds pretty good.
Brianna Ashworth, curator of the Royal Conservatory. For a while, I believed Ashworth had some connection to the occult in Karnaca. Something is happening that I don't understand.
I hope we can meet her and maybe team up with him.
But equally important are our sisters from the Oracular Order. To be direct, I suspect something is wrong within their sect. Subtle changes to the types of proclamations they've been making. Small but troubling deviations from tradition. But publicly saying anything along those lines will get me accused of heresy by my rivals within the Abbey. Is it possible that Ashworth has infiltrated the Oracular Order?
So Vice Overseer Burns
Man, you gotta
thinks
love
Ashworth
politics
is
in a world
interfering
like
with the
this,
Oracular
especially when
Order.
magic is real.
If true, it's another reason she has to be eliminated.
On the Oracular Order by Douglas Harwickle, historian. Much has been said about the blind sisters of the Oracular Order. In truth, their eyes function just as well as yours or mine. However, they do endeavor to become blind to distractions and frivolities. They will, if necessity bids them, walk among us. Walk among us. I can't, that word. Wearing richly hued blindfolds or otherwise covering their eyes. In this way, they remain at all times ready to see things clearly. Decisions are made during cloistered gatherings, though no others are permitted to observe. The process was described to me, so I render it here with permission. A room is prepared with heavy incense and blessings from the strictures. In a circle sit 30 or more sisters of our order, until the room is brimming. We will hear no topic, lest we have each had adequate time to research. Several outcomes will be discussed, and some sisters are specifically tasked with advancing less popular or unlikely scenarios. It is not permitted to remain silent. Every voice must be heard. It may take some time to arrive at a decision, and by then all are quite versed in the myriad consequences. It may have lengthy advice for all contingencies. Excuse me. When an opinion is written, it may be as short as a sentence or fill 20 pages, yet still, one last sister must approve it, the High Oracle herself.
Other districts.
Man. Seriously though, if I could get that sick thumb lighter smoker combination that Kieran had, I could be the High Priestess. It says Oracular Order divided. The Grand Palace delivering a message that calls into doubt the Order's formerly held position on the illegitimacy of our new Empress, Delilah Caldwin. Yeah, I remember reading this one. While not a full reversal, the visit to the Grand Palace prompted the following statement from Duke Luke Abel. Pleases me that the Sisters of the Oracular Order have come closer to endorsing our beloved Empress, Delilah Caldwin. Her recent valiant coup is an attempt at restoring just rule to the Empire, and I advise the Oracular Order and the ever-stubborn Abbey of the Everyman to immediately embrace Delilah as Empress, accepting her wisdom and authority. We thank the Oracular Sisters for delivering this vision and call for a day of celebration. Meanwhile, Vice Overseer Liam Byrne, speaking on behalf of the Abbey of the Everyman, advises restraint. Yeah, Liam Byrne seems like a chill dude. I'd like to meet Liam before this wraps up. Hopefully we can talk to him. Seems like the only sane person out here in Karnaca. Not much else to really loot in here. They got a little bit of exploded door in their towels. They might need to clean that out. I wouldn't recommend using those towels with the door bits in them. Some darts. There must be more overseers up here, as I'm hearing somebody talk. Yeah, here we go. I definitely didn't miss that first shot. I swear, can I pick up the dart though? No, because the poison's injected. Maybe normal darts can be picked up. And that's specifically what that one room charm was talking about when it said it empowers them. Where is... right up there? I think it's right up there. Let's pull that lever. Does that completely depower the door, I wonder? Or what does that power? Down there, follows there. Yeah, I think that does complete. So if I wanted to enter, I'm already got free access, which is perfect because everything I want minus those runes are on the other side there. However, with that being said, I am going to be stopping with Dishonored 2 for the night here. I'm gonna make a save game. I'm gonna head back to the title. I'm gonna take about a 5-minute BRB real quick. For anyone who came to watch Dishonored, thank you very much. I appreciate that greatly. And for anyone who's going to stay for the rest of my stream, I will be booting up RimWorld. I've already started a little colony with the stream at the end of my friendly neighborhood. I'm going to be using a couple mods. I hope you stick around. It's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of really interesting stuff that happens when you watch a RimWorld. I'll be back in about 5 minutes.